Like you on the left. Don't that you on the left look like what Santa Claus is today with the red hoodie? I don't know, bro. This is weird. But then it look like Santa Claus on crack or something. She's a lonely girl in a lonely world. She don't know who to trust. 'Cause these bitches be hating and these niggas be fake. Now she feeling outdated, but she met a real player that's gonna treat her nice. She's a lonely girl in this lonely world. What it is, family, it's the next day. I'm picking up where we left off on the same video with the Christmas Unveiled. Yeah, I'm gonna just get right back into it, man. We ain't going to speak too much. Like I said before in my other videos, if you don't want to hear about people dying, if you don't want to hear about cannibalism, if you don't want your beliefs to be questioned, don't watch this video, alright? If you're not prepared to... Without further ado, let's get back into this.
Secret rites that led to the creation of the Rosicrucians, then becoming the Lutheran movement and the creation of the Huguenots. The entire divide and conquer tactic comes from these elite fighting bishops, which, remember, they took the remains of Saint Nicholas with the help of the Saracens to Italy. And on top of that, the Templars were accused of worshipping idols, specifically of dead remains and ancient artifacts. This isn't the only thing they were accused of. That on admission of a new member to the order, the new Templar recruit would take an oath of obedience to deny Christ and to spit and trample on the cross. They were also accused of receiving the kiss of the Templar. Don't believe it? Don't take my word for it. Even the main Templar, Jacques de Molay, the Grand Master of the Order in France, admitted to these things being true and was burned at the stake for it. King Philippe IV brought these Templars to court in the 1300s. There had been rumors floating around of these secret practices, and so after being accused, they admitted to some of these horrible crimes. Which is strange, because some of them ended up being pardoned. But still, this connects because it's possible that Saint Nicholas is one of their hidden idols, who was also Baphomet. Well, the Templars worshipped hidden gods, and although Baphomet is usually seen as a demonic figure, there are many connections to be made here. Well, one, Baphomet is a goat-headed pagan sabbatic goat, which will come to play later in the video, but the term Baphomet is mentioned in the transcripts for the Inquisition of the Knights Templar in 1307. Baphomet is also a representation of Venus, Lucifer. Albert Pike in his Morals and Dogma, quote, "The Gnostics held that it composed the igneous body of the Holy Spirit. It was adorned in the secret rites of the Sabbat or the temple under the hieroglyphic figure of Baphomet, or the hermaphroditic goat of Mendes. There is a life principle of the world, a universal agent, wherein are two natures and a double current of love and wrath. This ambient fluid penetrates everything. It is a ray detached from the glory of the sun and fixed by the weight of the atmosphere and the central attraction. It is the body of the Holy Spirit, the universal agent, the serpent devouring his own tail. With his electromagnetic ether, this vital and luminous caloric, the ancients and the alchemists were very familiar." End quote. Another knight of the order, Hugo de Peraldo, said that in a chapter of Montpellier, he had both seen, held, and felt the idol or head, and that he and the other brothers adored it, but he, like the others, pleaded that he did not adore it in his heart. He described it as supported on 4 feet, 2 before and 2 behind. Guillaume de Arable, the king's almoner, said that in the chapter at which he was received, a head made of silver was placed on the altar and adored by those who formed the chapter, the Knights Templar. He was told that it was the head of one of the 11,000 virgins, and had always believed this to be the case, until after the arrest of the order, when hearing all that was said on the matter, B suspected that it was the idol and he adds in his deposition that it seemed to him to have two faces, a terrible look, and a silver beard.
You see all these paintings though, like all these paintings from back then all depict these like weird, like look at this. That look like a three-headed dog right there. That like why does this picture look so weird? Like like you on the left. Don't that you on the left look like what Santa Claus is today with the red hoodie? I don't know, bro. This is weird. But then it look like Santa Claus on crack or something.
Basically, the Templars worship strange items.
Like why was they painting stuff like this? There's a reason why they paint stuff like this, and then they got the. I'm gonna say that's a pyramid in the back with the halo around it. It's like, what was they trying to depict back then?
Idols, and one of the things that they would worship is dead remains. This connects with the symbol of the skull and crossbones, pirates, and secret boy clubs. The Templar churches of Lanlef in Brittany and Saint Mary in Paris depict squatting bearded men with bat wings, female breast, horns, and the shaggy hindquarters of a beast. These temples are known for legends of satanic practices.
Right, that's a demon. That's a straight up demon. That's the definition of a demon.
So we know that Baphomet is mentioned in the final Inquisition of the Templars in 1300s. Baphomet also means the baptism.
We're gonna watch a little bit more of this and then I'm gonna end this video. Appreciate y'all for watching, man. This video should have just showed you it's a lot about history that the main science don't cover, like mainstream history don't cover. So you really got to do your own type of research and really do some digging. The video, if you want to watch the rest of the video yourself, it's on the channel called Mind Unveiled, and the video is called Christmas Unveiled. Mind Unveiled and Christmas Unveiled. But yeah, let's get into this, man. This shit crazy though. Like I already knew a lot of this stuff, so it's not really surprising to me at all. But it's just like, it's like, what the fuck, bro? Like,
there's the Islamic connection as well. Remember, after the Moors retreated Spain in 1492, they retreated to France and became the Huguenots. Well, what is Baphomet? That's a long story and deserves its own video, but the Oxford Dictionary says that the earliest mention is from an article in 1812, where a French scholar was discussing the goddess of Paphos represented on ancient monuments and the Baphomet, which referred to a goddess worshipped in the coastal city of Paphos on the island of Cyprus, which is the exact location of the Templars. The combination of both Artemis of Ephesus and Hermes combined to create a new symbol of Baphomet. This is a secret foreshadowing to our future video, as this is a created being, a spirit that would be moved into another body that then would be worshipped.
Like, bro, this is why you guys subscribe to this channel, bro. What other channel, you know, reacting to stuff like this, bro? This is like images from history, paintings from history. Like, you really get to see what, like, how their mindset was back then. It's like, look at this painting. Like, why is they grabbing his head, taking him away? What is this little one on the ground doing, reaching for her?
There's more to the origin behind the word Baphomet, but before that, we have to understand that the Templars were accused of working with the Saracens, who are the Muslims that are described in the Song of Roland in the 11th century that describe them being black as pitch. I'm not going to keep going back and forth with the argument of who the Moors were with the Berbers. You'll begin to see a pattern that is clear as day. Let's also make sure that we're making a distinguishment between royal Moors, or Morenos, or Sephardic Jews that worked for the crown and were a part of these secret.
There we go. Here we go. Alright, so he calling them the Moors, right? Now, most black people in America don't even know about this, right? So you gotta look at their attire. Don't it look very similar to some other attire you might have seen other people wearing in history? Now, look, this one got the Templar star, the Templar cross on it. Look like this represents a golden halo behind her head. But the point I want to make is that these Moors had to come from something. So if you learning your history, you gotta go back even before the Moors, because the Moors had to get their knowledge from something too. You feel me? So you can't just go off of like what you learn in school and stop at slavery, like the slave trade and all that. Cause then you're missing out on so many other things. Like imagine the type of things they probably was inventing or doing, or the type of things they was creating back then that we just don't know. Like just knowing something like that, just knowing someone that looks like you can do something like that will give you more confidence in yourself. Cause if you only see like people that look like you doing like one thing, then it's gonna be hard to expand your perception. Cause your reality will be so limited.
Societies and separate that from what we consider the ancient Moors or melanated peoples who were aboriginals of many different lands. What we're discussing currently,
that's what I'm saying. The Moors had to come from something. That's what I'm saying.
Is about a group of elite Moorish and mixed peoples that participated in the hijack, which seems to be glossed over when looking through mainstream history. It's quite shocking how many connections there are to be made here in reference to St. Nicholas. You see, we bring this all up because although the Templars are famous for being early Christian knights, the Crusaders, they were also accused of being secret converters to Islam. What is that all about?
Swelling means there's blood and fluid getting stuck, and when your lymphatic system is clogged up, that's when inflammation occurs.
Do the Black Tutors have anything to do with this? How about the Black Brothers or the Black Friars? Is there a reason this order likes to use these symbols? What's strange about that is the origin of Baphomet is connected to Mahomet, which is an old French word referring to Muhammad, the founder of Islam. And as we know, that Baphomet is also shown with the crescent. The horns are also representative of these ancient pagan lunar.
The Baphomet is shown with the crescent?
Goddesses such as Artemis. So in the first Christian crusade,
hold on. This is the perfect time to expose that music industry shit. That Baphomet goat y'all be seeing in the music industry is definitely linked to this. It's definitely linked to this. So when you be seeing that goat, that the same goat Polo G got on his chain. That's the Baphomet goat.
a letter from Anselm of Ribabont in 1098 or the 11th century describes on how they were going to fight Muslim soldiers, but that they called upon Baphomet, and they prayed silently in their hearts to God. So what they say is that Baphomet is actually a corrupted word of Mahomet or Muhammad, and there are even more connections as we search on. Mahomet is also a term used for idol worship and has other forms such as Mofeh, Mof, or Mofed.
First off, you should not be worshiping no one, bro. This is what people need to realize. The Creator created other things by just creating itself, just creating pieces of itself. So everything is a part of the creator. Everything is one with the creator. So if you are a piece of the creator, why would you worship anything outside of you if you are that of what you seek? That's why when people try to teach you about like enlightenment and stuff, they say go within. Because the creator gave you all the information you need already. A dog really don't need a human for it to like operate. Or like let's think about the wolves, because dogs come from wolves, right? So wolves just live in the wild, and they bring their packs, you feel me? They hunt together, you feel me? They know how to operate on their own. They don't need a human guide. They don't need to go to school or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? They already know, because the creator already endows us with what we need. You feel me? So you don't need to worship an outside source. You feel me? You use outside sources to learn. You feel me? We're supposed to learn from each other. But you don't worship each other. You don't worship. No. No. It's not no other man in this world that know everything. So how would you worship another man?
Which would take place with a severed head during these hidden ceremonies. These worshipped heads are common in Jewish tradition. They are called teraphims and would consist of the head of young sacrificed boys. It's also rumored that the Templars mummified the head of John the Baptist. So who's to say they didn't do the same thing with Saint Nicholas? From the book of Jasher, or Jashar, a Hebrew text, we have a depiction of the first type of teraphim. Quote, "And this is the manner of the images, in taking a man who is the firstborn, and slaying him, and taking their hair off its head, and taking salt, and salting the head, and anointing it in oil. Then taking a small tablet of copper, or a tablet of gold, and writing the name upon it, and placing the tablet under his tongue, and putting it in the house, and lighting up lights before it, and bowing down to it. And at the same time when they bow down to it, it speaketh to them in all matters that they ask of it, through the power of the name which is written in it." Jasher, chapter 31, verse 41 through 42. So yeah, they would take these infant remains and invoke dead spirits and some really dark shit, which really connects back to Islam. No.
You seen that shit?
Dead spirits and some real
Fucking demon eating a baby, bro. Now, why would somebody be painting shit like this? This isn't history, bro. This is why we need to learn history, bro. What do these traditions come from, really? Remember what this video is about, Christmas Unveiled. What is this country built on, really?
really dark shit, which really connects back to Islam. Note, this isn't anti-Muslim or anti-Catholic. This is anti-dogmatic religion in all its corrupted forms, including their esoteric counterparts that consist of horrifying ceremonies involving these nights. We're really starting to get into some deep subject matter for one video, but the reason we go over the Templars is because this...
Like, look at these paintings, bro. Don't these paintings just make you confused? When you look at this paint, you just confused. Like, what the fuck is this? You feel me? Like, what is this? Like, you got this fat ass Minotaur looking shit right here. What the fuck is this? Ogre man baby looking shit. They've got these little, this Minotaur man looking thing, bro. Shit is weird, bro. It's weird. It's weird. And then it's like chaos. Fucking weird, bro. Like, why was they painting shit like this? This is what we need to know. Why we don't learn about stuff like this in school? Come on, bro. Y'all talking about go to school. I'm not gonna learn this in school.
It really goes back to ancient rites and the origin of religion.
I already told y'all what the video, where y'all can find a video at. Channel called Unveiled, video called Christmas Unveiled. I appreciate y'all for watching, man. If y'all enjoyed this video, make sure you hit the subscribe button and join the tribe, man, because honestly, man, this channel is just the start of a long journey, you feel me? So, you feel me? Make sure you subscribe to this, because there's going to be more channels coming, and you ain't going to want to miss that, right? Alright? So, holla at y'all, man. Stay solid, vibe high, and meditate, because that's how you elevate.